All right, here's my final thoughts on the Fender Player Stratocaster. As you probably know, this guitar replaces the standard MIM Fender Stratocaster. The three cons, not that con, with this guitar I found was the pick guard. I think I've already mentioned that. I'm going to try to show you right above my finger. Let's see if we can get it just right. You can see it. See that line there? What's that line? There's three messed up spots on this pick guard. And of course, the tuners, not the buttons, not the round insert that says Fender, but the tuner housings have a subpar chrome job on them. And of course, as you saw in the last video, the paint job in here, the shielding paint, terrible. But the things I really do like about this guitar, I'd rather have rosewood. Now they're going with Paul Ferro. I like rosewood because it looks better. I don't care. I don't think it makes any difference in the sound. But I do like the darker, look of it. I really like the 22 fret neck, so you can get your E. When you're doing your blues. You could never do that with a 21 fret one. I like the tone knob for the bridge. My God, how many years did that take, Fender? Hello, anybody home? Ding dong, bells are ringing. I don't know why they take so long to do this stuff. 2-point tremolo. I like that. I think it's an upgrade. But why? Why, Fender, did you use the old stamped steel saddles? Why didn't you use some modern block ones to go with it? It's like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. I just don't get it. I like the spaghetti logo. I like the tint to be a little more vintage on the front, but hey, that's just me. But I really do like that vintage logo. I like the F on the back. All in all, I really like this guitar. It's really nice. This particular one has a really perfect straight neck, which I'm sure you probably can't see. It's got some pretty tall frets. I don't know why this particular one has such tall frets. They're .050. And I'm gonna make a video that shows all different pictures of this guitar in a video format, and I'm gonna include a picture from the Fender site which shows like a schematic of the frets, and it says .046 tall before installation. So why are these .050 after installation? It makes no sense. That's the one thing I don't like about Stratocasters, especially Mexican ones in the past. The frets are like 044. They're too short. I mean, if you want to get your blues on, how do you, and you like heavier gauge strings, how are you going to do that with these little pukey little frets? So all in all, I really dig this guitar. I got rid of that white pick guard. I think this looks a lot classier, and it brings out the Sonic Red. Sonic Red is not one of my favorite colors, but when you slap on that black pick guard, it does look a lot better. Of course, ebony and ivory are living in perfect harmony. Yeah, so 2 thumbs up, The Mexican Stratocaster lives on, and I like what they've done. I wish I worked at Fender. You'd have way less models of guitars. You'd have vintage ones that really are vintage, and you'd have modern ones which are easier to access. The top end, you'd have bigger frets. I don't get it. There's too much mixing of vintage and modern. Have the vintage and then have the modern, But hey, I don't work for Fender. I work for myself, hey. But anyway, all in all, yeah, I dig this guitar. I'll do some sound tests with it in the future. It's cool. Oh, that blue, I just put new strings on it. I put the date on when I put them on. Anyway, I like it. It's a cool guitar. Peace out, everybody.